Welcome to irondinos. I'm Jason. I'm here with Adam, and today we're looking at Vikings: Wolves of Midgard. It's just been released on Games with Gold, and we're going to give it a try.
Yeah.
See what we think. Adam, have you had a chance to play this yet?
Yes. Yeah. I've played the first couple of levels. It's good. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Oh, lovely.
I wasn't expecting too much from this, but it's quite enjoyable. I found the controls really easy to sort of get the gist of. And yeah, I love the artwork on this. The artwork on this is very nice. What about you? Have you played much?
To give an idea where I am, if someone has played this, I think I've done the first big boss. I think there's like a tutorial level boss, and then there's the next boss, and that's where I am. He's the guy in the big ice cave.
How are you pronouncing his name? I want to hear this before I pronounce it.
As the yokel, because that's how the cutscenes pronounce it.
That's how I'll pronounce it as well then. Yokel.
It's a Scandinavian J. Not a jokel, it's a yokel.
I never pronounced it as jokel when I was just playing it then at all.
No. So I took him on. My opinions have varied a bit going through this. Generally it was okay to get into.
Yeah.
I got a bit annoyed at, probably my own fault was I would die for one reason or another, and then I would lose various things I'd unlocked. So to give an idea how this game works, if you've not played it, you are either a warrior, you're a Viking obviously, you're a warrior, which is basically a man, or you're a shield maiden, who's a woman.
Yeah.
And you go around beating up goblins and all manner of things, really.
Yeah.
Goblins riding boars, wolves, lots of wolves actually, big dire wolves.
Yeah, dire
all
wolves,
mythical creatures. There's not, strictly speaking, from Scandinavian myths, it's just, all sorts of myths and legends, really, all into one. There's magic you can pick up, like wood and gold and weapons and amulets and charms and that sort of thing. And it's basically, it's a role-playing hack and slash adventure game where you run around a landscape and upgrade yourself and go through the levels and basically hit a lot of things and knock down everything. And you can hit a random log and you'll get gold out of it, maybe, or you might get a bit of wood, or you might get a chainmail. You could get anything.
I totally didn't realise that as well. I was just playing it, and one of my arrows just happened to hit a tree, and then loads of wood popped out. I was like, oh.
Exactly. And then you can upgrade that, so you can make weapons and things like that with it, but you can also upgrade the blacksmiths and whatever the place that makes clothing and armour is. It's not an armoury in this case. It's definitely not haberdashery. And there's also like a witchy woman who does charms and magic and stuff as well around the corner. Ooh, so you can keep upgrading yourself. I've not got very far with that. As I say, I got a little bit annoyed with, I'd randomly get quite a good piece of armour or something, and then I'd die for some stupid reason, and my save, it goes through checkpoints.
Right, okay.
Like banners on the thing, and if you don't happen to have gone past one of those since you got the good thing, then you ain't got that good thing no more. And if it's a random drop, then there's a there's a very low chance of you getting it again.
I'll keep that in mind. I haven't experienced that yet.
But yeah, the checkpoint system seems to be if you walk past banners. And I'm not sure how they work out when it counts as a checkpoint and when it doesn't, because I've managed to reset it, but basically walking to the other end of the level and coming back again, and then it's a checkpoint again. But if you just sort of stay near it, or if you have a massive fight next to it and you've got loads of extra XP and you've picked up loads of weapons and stuff, or whatever, materials, you then can't suddenly save again because you've got all that stuff. You've then got to sort of go away and come back again. So I don't know if that's very convenient. Yeah. I'm sure it's intended that you just make your way to the next one, but I found myself sort of going, I don't want to lose all this. I'm going to backtrack to the last checkpoint and I know still there. So there's a lot of going backwards and forwards for me. The levels are relatively big, I would say. I've only done the tutorial level, the sort of hub village where all your stuff is, and I've done this big snowy landscape, which is a nice mechanic whereby, well, I say nice mechanic, you might not think the same, whereby you can freeze to death.
Oh, I hate it.
There's this constant creeping blue bar underneath your health bar of you freezing, and your character starts whinging about it and going, my feet are cold.
Oh, she don't shut up.
And you've got to find the next fire to warm up, which makes sense. And I'm undecided whether that's a good or bad thing, 'cause it did give me a bit of incentive and pressure and sort of planning of how I was going to take my route and looking on the map as to where the next fire was. And you've also got the health upgrades and things. They're in altars, I think. Is it you upgrade them in altars?
Yes.
So you don't naturally regenerate health all the time. You have to, if you use it, you've got to then find an altar to make a new one, essentially, or recharge it.
I think I've got an amulet that can recharge, heal me. I picked it up at the end of saving the first village. So I'm a shield maiden, and I decided to go. So you can pick what god you are. I think it's god, or what semi-god is it?
Deity. Yeah,
deity. Yeah, you pick
Yeah.
what deity you are, and I picked the one with the arrow, the bow and arrow.
Ah,
Thinking,
do you remember which one that was?
I cannot off the top of my head. Hopefully, future editing Jason will put it into the screen right now. So I've picked her, thinking I can shoot enemies at distance before they actually get to me, thinking that would be a good thing. When I entered the wilderness with all the wolves and frozen ice, I found it wasn't quite like that, because you can't quite see that far. So it helped a little bit, but I found myself having to roll away from a lot of attacks and then turn around and shoot.
With lots of rolling, yes.
Yeah.
Lots of escaping by rolling.
Yeah.
So I've got two things to mention on there. One is I also played a shield maiden, a red-headed one. But I chose the deity Loki, whose things are double-wielded axes.
Oh, nice. I was tempted by that.
Which I thought would be good, because if I'm stuck, I can flail about if the wall was in front of me and that sort of thing. And you've got a bit of range, but not much. But you've got both hands covered. So yeah, I decided not against the sword and shield. Although I do believe later you can. I think after level 4 you can sort of not pick and mix, but you can add another god stuff to you. I believe. Don't take my exact word for that, but I think you're allowed to take on other bits. I know you can definitely buy other people's weapons and use them. Just it's whether you're gifted towards them or not is a different matter, because I have switched about and used massive hammers and stuff.
See, I brought a sword back in the village, thinking I might need a sort of a close-up weapon, thinking it might just be a button press to switch, but I haven't found if that is the case yet, or whether you've got to keep going back into your inventory and then switch it that way. So I have to figure that one out.
There's lots of button prompts on the bottom of the screen that says what you can do, but you have to fill them up with things, and I haven't got it very full yet. So I don't know how that's going to come in, but I imagine once I've got a full armoury of things I want to use, then that might be more exciting.
See, that's what I thought. I thought I might be able to assign the sword to like one of the buttons. So at the bottom of the screen, you get all your list of buttons. I thought I might be able to assign my sword to that, but I haven't been able to yet. So, but I managed to assign an amulet, as I said earlier, that heals me, but it takes a recharge count, so I can't constantly do it, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I've got one on LB.
Yeah,
and another one on RB actually.
I've got a spinning kick on, I think it's RB, and that's quite handy if I get a little bit overwhelmed. But yeah, I am definitely looking forward to it the further we get, because it's very pleasing in the first opening levels, for sure.
It's definitely adequate in the sense that I'm not blown away, I've got to be honest with the whole thing, but I think it serves the job. We say this about every game we play, but it's not my general type of game that I go towards. However, what I've played, it's generally been enjoyable. There's been my frustrations have generally been I wasn't good enough rather than the game wasn't good enough. Yeah. The only complaint I'd have with that is you mentioned a lot of rolling earlier. Did you find that when you rolled a lot you kept turning the map on and off?
Yeah, 1 or 2 times, yeah.
Because roll is the right stick and the map is right stick down.
Yeah.
So if you're sort of rolling away from a big guy trying to kill you, you could get a bit heavy-handed. Well, I do get a bit heavy-handed. So I'm constantly, and sometimes it cuts to a really nice death cam. Okay. And so just as I'm about to this really fancy kill on the big guy, the map pops up in front of his face. Oh, thanks for that. That was going to be really pretty. No. Death cam sat nav. But no, as I went on playing it, I really enjoyed it. The boss level, I'm probably going to get ribbed for this, but it did take me about 3 or 4 goes to do that. Because that does actually include the heat mechanic, which you learn in the level.
Yes.
So there is a reason to learning that stuff. I do think a boss level should utilise everything you've learned up to that point and then just test you in a slightly more fierce way than you've been tested before. I think that's the point of a boss level. But I knew what I was supposed to do in the boss level, or I picked up relatively quickly, and I did it, and I failed a couple of times, which is, I think, a good sign in a boss level. And then I eventually beat it and felt very good about myself. And then got all the goodies and went, yay, I've got stuff. And that did make me want to go on and play the next bit. And then that opened up like a ship that can take me to other areas, and there are side quests as well. So you've got the main storyline, obviously you've got the side quests, like there's go and kill 50 wolves or something. I've not done much of those, so I can't really comment, but I was probably, before that boss level, going to say, you know what, I'm probably going to leave this. But I think I'm going to go back and do at least one more level and see how I get on.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to revisit this for sure. I just want to get out the freaking cold weather, to be honest.
Oh, that's yes. So at the beginning of the game, it's very snowy and cold, and you keep freezing to death. But there definitely are sunnier climes, which I'm hoping this ship will take me to when I get on it. Anyway, what this game also has is a co-op mode.
Aha, yes. And we're going to give it a go.
So let's play some co-op.
What a desperate wolf might be willing to risk.
I quite like these little cutscenes as well.
These are great.
Yeah.
The animated opening was great. All this artwork is amazing. I've done really well on that.
Yeah. I
think that's my issue. Is I do like the art in the actual game, but I'd quite like it if it was all that style.
Yeah.
Oh, this is sunnier.
Oh,
this is better.
Oh, I like
this.
It's
too hot now.
It's grass.
We've probably got to find our way to the various suntan lotion places. Can I drown?
She's going to complain. She's going to get too hot now.
She is. Oh dear. Right, let me roll. Sorry, I'm telling you everything I'm doing. Oh, that's not a bridge. Is that a save point? No.
No, they're just the docks, I think. I think it's this.
So
one.
top of the screen, we've got some challenges. We've got to collect 3 iron
arrows.
skulls. That's not looking good.
Oh,
15 hound masters and 10 Svanung flags. I don't know how you say that. Yeah, see, this is when you want to have a ranged weapon like you.
Yeah, but I can't see who's shooting at me. It's so frustrating. I'm not a fan of these arrows.
No.
That pissed me off a bit.
God, I'd like to go back to the cold now. I'm going to get rid of this barrier for a second. I do like smashing things. Smashing things is good.
Smashing things is always fun.
Double kill.
Yeah.
Oh, get a bit low on health though. The screen's got a bit red.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit low. There you go. Right, I'm out of the range. Whoa, jeez. I said I was out of range and run straight into some enemies.
Oh, I'm right near a save point and I'm getting killed. Save point.
Checkpoint reached. Yeah. Can I do that?
Right, can I chop my way through here? So so can you? You can knock this down with your arrows, can you? Oh, you can. Okay, I was wondering if you were depending on me, and then that made co-op something worth doing if you needed different strategies and things. Oh, you know what we haven't done?
What?
We haven't done the ultimate test in all co-op things, which is... Is it friendly fire or not?
Oh, I can't shoot you from behind. Oh, that's so fun.
No, clearly not. Okay, well that's nice. We're on the same side. Yeah, see, I'm just basically mashing A button.
Yeah, same.
However, that's very pleasing, bringing down these platforms.
I do like her little comments.
That's it. I've heard some bad reviews of the voice acting, and I don't think it's bad at all. It's definitely sort of... I would put it up there with... sorry, he's been blocking me. This guy's blocking me. I'm not used to this. They've advanced these enemies. Anyway, yeah, I'd put the voice acting up there with sort of the middle Lara Croft games.
Okay, yeah,
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because it just, yeah. I mean, I don't know, maybe the male voice is worse, but this one is absolutely fine, man, I reckon.
Yeah, that's fine. I can reach this one.
So can I.
Oh, crow.
Oh, I just did that thing where I went to turn the camera around to look at the nice view, and it's obviously I can't do that. Okay, so now we've done the single player and the co-op of Vikings Wolves of Midgard. What did you think?
Yeah, I really like it actually. I'm surprised because I don't normally like the camera angles on these types of games, but this one felt alright. It didn't hide too much. That's my main issue with games of this type. The camera angle tends to hide objects or enemies behind trees, and you get like that dodgy outline.
I remember you saying with the Minecraft one, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't have it on this one, so I'm pleasantly surprised. The controls are really good, the artwork's fantastic. Yeah, I will probably turn it on and give it another go for sure.
I think I will too. I really enjoyed the co-op. I'm eager to go on to the next thing and see what's in store for me.
Yeah, so this is a thumbs up all round.
Recommend.
See ya.
Goodbye.